We're here in the Teton Wilderness. We started out yesterday at the Angles trailhead up by Togety Pass, headed down the Angles Trail and up the South Fork Buffalo Trail. So we're along the South Fork Buffalo River right now in a place called Pendergraft Meadow. The Teton Wilderness is a big wilderness. It's part of a big complex of wildernesses, including the Washakie Wilderness and then the southeastern corner of Yellowstone National Park. So it's a huge wildland. The wilderness itself is about 585,000 acres, so well over 500,000 acres. And it was designated in the original Wilderness Act in 1964. Very special place. The Teton Wilderness is known for the summer elk populations, grizzly bears, every host of wildlife you can think of, from sandhill cranes to bald eagles, moose, wolves, really the full complement of wildlife that live in the lower 48 states. We have about 450 miles of trail here in the Teton Wilderness. So a big part of our workload in here is maintaining the trail system. And we have a relatively small crew. All the work we do per the Wilderness Act is done by traditional tools. Crosscut saws, double bit axes, Pulaskis, shovels. Every bit of work that's done to repair the tread or maintain a drainage structure or cut logs out that are from across the trail are all done with primitive tools, which is really a great sense of pride for the crews because it harkens back to the Wilderness Act and really the beginning of the Forest Service, which that was the way all the work was done back then. Given the size of the wilderness and how many miles of trail we have, and then a lot of the river crossings are actually pretty swift and deep, and stock work really well for getting all the tools and the crews to where they need to get. An average loop up here, a short loop, is 30 plus miles. So in order for the crews to be effective and have the ability to have a little bit more flexibility to get their work done, the stock are pretty critical for packing everything in. This is one of the premier wildernesses for extended progressive trips for stock users because there's a fair amount of graze out here. It's not your typical rock and ice wilderness. There's big open valleys like you see here in the South Fork, the Yellowstone Meadows, Pacific Creek. Because the wilderness is the headwaters of some of the major rivers, the Yellowstone, the Snake, and the Buffalo Forks, it provides a really great camping opportunity for people, and backpacking definitely is common too. We've got 45 miles of the Continental Divide Trail. So yesterday we saw a through hiker that was going all the way from Mexico to Canada, and that's getting to be more and more common as well. We're so fortunate to have the Teton Wilderness. It really is a treasure. We ask folks to treat it that way because they collectively own it as the public lands. Some of the things that really go a long ways to preserving the wilderness out here is, yeah, absolutely packing out what you pack in. Folks sometimes will try to burn glass bottles or tin cans in their fire pits, and we always end up picking that out and it just becomes trash. So basically anything you bring in, take it out. Because we have a substantial grizzly bear population up here, it's also really critical that people are abiding by the food storage regulations we have. And at some of these camps, there actually are bear boxes they can use. And then a lot of times, you know, it's a matter of hanging your food, or if you're using stock similar to what we are on this trip, the bear-proof panniers work really well for keeping all your food and toiletries. And one more reminder for stock folks is that grain, any of the processed pelletized grain, oftentimes does have molasses in it, so it is a attractant for bears as well, so you do need to store that as well. The Teton Wilderness can provide you a lifetime of opportunity and experience. The 450 miles of trail, you would literally have to probably spend a lifetime to explore it. Some of the nation's best wildlife, cleanest water, and beautiful parks and meadows you're going to see anywhere. And the amazing thing is you own it. We all do. It's your public land. It's wilderness that was created for you in 1964, and it continues to exist. Let's all take care of it.